said I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick then, he with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole for the all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. On second down, here's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Third down, here's Haskins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Here we go. 18 Gators, 56. Oh, yeah, I'm 61. Matchbox lights.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
go now. 60 outlaw. I'm coming for you. You mine. To go.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Man, I got you. Man. Look at me. Ready?
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That second down play nets a -4.
Set. 70. Indy. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And some room to roam now. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it second and goal. Kamara trying again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Check 56. Hey, orbit. Target. Hey, Jet. 56 is the mic. I got it.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brings up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On second down, Love. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing it
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Throwing on first down. Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Back to throw. Herbert looking for the ends, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Looks good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And Thomas has it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 8 read. Protein spill. Hey, Echo. Slam, slam, slam. They go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
Go. 60 yards. Bravo.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
56. Come to my work.
On 1st down, Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Got it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Ready?
To throw again. Herbert. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30.
14 yards. And the Saints.
Ready. 15.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, Herbert going up top. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Paul Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Defense wins championships, baby. Switch.
6-6, bullet high. Yes, yes.
Motion to the backfield. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Hey, shoot.
To throw on second down. Herbert nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Try the toss play to Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. New Orleans. Paul Richardson. 83 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. What's good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Redskins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins is going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. They'll run. This is Kamara. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
56 is the mic.
Throwing again. Herbert. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, 60 Pittsburgh.
Brings up 2nd
Mike 56, Mike 56. I got you, boy. Switch.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the deep pass gets hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 50. Go.
Throwing on second and 14. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Ready.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
I got him. Hey, Foxtrot. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Reds, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he finds Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Saints on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. On first down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll run with Love. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Haskins to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
2nd and 9 now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. He finds some open field here. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them and now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
Back to throw. Herbert, he gets it to Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 11. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, high 7, snap.
Looking to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1 yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. One final shot for Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know what makes possible. subjugate.